Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Alex Palmer. The following video is a question that I'm answering from a viewer, actually, my loving girlfriend Kate, who originally was going to do something with baking, but has now made a little bit of a pivot. She's going to be doing some, let's call it affiliate marketing with toys and toy reviews, so look out for that. I'm definitely going to plug her a little bit more on that later. We're also doing a podcast. We're cooking up stuff. I'll give that to you guys. But the thing that I really want to give you is how are we going to make a cake business from the ground up? So let's get cracking. So, ground up. That means nothing at all. That means I literally just thought of this today, right? Like actually like from the bottom underneath the ground is what I'm thinking right now. I want to get deeper than I've been before. I want to make sure that I'm doing things right so that you guys understand every little detail and you don't got to come back and ask yourself any questions, at least for the most part. So, first piece, very first piece. What's your brand identity? What's your name? You need to then go out basically once you've picked a name or two. And there's lots of good tools to do it, right? AI is the new thing, so check it out in case you haven't heard of it. So find yourself a name, preferably one with an available domain. Establish all of your social medias. Make sure all of these social medias are available, of course, right? What's our name? And so what is the next step? Once we figured out what our name is, it's exactly what I was talking about, right? We need to make sure our primary assets are established. This could also be making sure stuff like the email is in place, etc., etc. And then again, if I'm talking about considering marketing and driving business first, because that's just my perspective, what I want to do is figure out how I'm going to produce the content, right? What is my topic matter going to be like, and what is my style of filming it going to kind of look like? And so now, once we got these things in hand, let's break it down a little further, right? And we'll come back to these original pieces momentarily, because all of this, in the end, in my mind, kind of works hand in hand, or at least most of it, if you will. And I've talked about this before. Now we need to establish, well, what do I sell? What do I do? Who am I selling it to? How do we pack and price? Okay, I've said this before too. And I'm going to answer these questions this time. I'm not going to just lay them on you and then be like, all right, ask yourself the question and figure it out. I'm going to figure it out for you this time. Or I'm going to try to. What are we selling? What are we doing? Well, let's lay out some hypotheticals. So let's say our name is Cat Cake, but we're going to go ahead and launch out our email, our social medias, etc., for this, right? We've got our logo figured out. We're going to deploy that so that we're nice and uniform, right? We're establishing a presence. We're out here now. Good to go. Boom. Sorry, this is a little ham-fisted. I kind of did it as like a loose script for myself, but then had to go back and adjust a bunch of stuff because I don't know, man. I'm my own editor, okay? I'm my own editor. I'm if anybody wants to work for free though, you got a job. Alright, I'm sorry, I had to get myself straight, dude. Okay. So we're saying our brand identity, this is Cat Cakes, right? Cat Cakes, boom. Got our stuff all set up, figured out and produced the content. I would say that I'm recording my process, right? I'm making cakes. This is an easy one. I think e-com is actually way easier than doing B2B. You know, record your process. What are you doing there? What are you doing that's new within the business, right? You know, kind of do like a subtle side promotion, I think is a fair enough idea. But tell your story, right? There are people with disabilities, for example, right? I used to work with a guy who was missing a leg. And I mean, he was one of the fastest guys in the kitchen for starters. It would have been interesting if I was talking to him right now, basically, because that would be a very unique story. It would be a unique story, and that's, people cling to that, basically, right? People love that. I'm sure that you love stuff like that. So be real about it, I'd say. But whatever it is, obviously, we're going to focus around the branded product primarily. So now, figuring out, what do I sell? What do I do? This is where it starts to get fun. Okay? Surprise, it's your boy in the middle of the video again. On top of my own video. I heard you like Big Al, so I gave you Big Al on top of it. Dude, I got my shit in my hair, bro. So anyway, don't forget to look out for Staring at the Sun. My new podcast is coming out over on Podbeam. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about the stuff I already talk about We're going to be testing, we're going to be experimenting, tools, products, what's working, what's not working, how to be a better person. So, fun stuff, come check it out. See you guys there. Are you so good? You're such a good marketer. You're literally better than me. Look at, oh, you're so good. Yeah, nice. Nice. Good job. Are we doing basically basic stuff? Or are we doing highly premium custom stuff? Right? Are you willing to basically set the bar for yourself and say, hey, I only want to do chocolate or vanilla, right? And I only do like this design and or this design. And do you want to do that in 3 separate tiers, which we'll come back and touch on that in a minute. Can you basically offer this in 3 separate ways that is scalable? That is to say, small, medium, large fries at McDonald's. I said it again, I'm sorry. So and then once we figured out what exactly we're selling, if it's going to be basic or if it's going to be custom, then we got to figure out who are we going to sell it to. Are we trying to sell it to everybody and their grandma? Or are we doing something a little more specific, targeting a demographic? Are we doing something like catering? And to break that down a little bit further, you could even kind of go after stuff like birthdays, office events, anniversaries, right? You can go offer your service to schools, various other businesses around the community, right? The firefighters. And furthermore, it'll be good for your marketing if you have the ability to make a fair trade. You know, go out and donate a free sample to your local fire department or police station, right? You can offer a discount to local paramedics, go into a church and give out a couple cupcakes. You never know what could be a marketing and business opportunity in the long run. Just because it doesn't turn the dollar straight forward doesn't mean that it's not clear enough how in the long run it may. And then the last piece is, how do we pack and price? It's gonna depend on how we answered the first question, I think, for starters. If it's basic, if it's simple, if it's scalable, we can charge fairly, right? If it's a cheap dependent product, then the price is fair enough to be lower and we can still turn a profit. And just to give some hypotheticals on pricing there, since we're talking about the 3 tiers, we're talking something like, what can I do for $10 basically? You got something small, simple, right? $30, I can get you something a little bit larger. We're talking an extra layer on there, right? We'll just double it up. And then for the triple, it makes sense to me that we would just add on another $20 like we did before. So 10, 30, 50. Those are our 3 tiers. It's basic, it's simple, it's scalable. I'm not gonna say the thing about food again because I'm gonna get hungry. And then to simplify that further for you, if it's the basic, all you gotta do is ensure that it's cheap, profitable, and scalable in repetition. That is to say, easy to make. If it's custom, well, I guess the first question, at least while you're small scale, is what's your time worth? And then as we're scaling up, right, what is the next guy's time worth? How teachable is it? Yeah, to me, it's like, what's your time worth? And then take that number and multiply it by 3 to 5, and then factor in the cost of the materials, and that's pretty much my price. Those are the things that you would want to figure out. I would leave these things, of course, to you to figure out. This one is for the bakers, cakers, and cupcake makers. So yeah, I'll keep this one sweet, punchy, and to the point. We've basically touched everything from bottom all the way, at least until we're sailing and sustainable as a business. Now, if we wanted to talk about how we would scale this beyond the moon, I think that would be starting to dig into too many hypotheticals. I think I would prefer to be doing a case study at that point, basically. Like, if I had built this and it was, let's say, 2 or 3 years in, I would be really curious to see where it would land if we were basically had all this figured out from the rip. And I'd be really curious as well to figure out how we would push it to the next level at that point. We'll pack it and wrap it here. Keep an eye out for more stuff from me, and also keep an eye out from the new promotion from my girlfriend Kate. I can't outro. If you have any questions, helpful information about anything marketing or business, definitely hit me up, let me know. You can find me on basically every social media at this point: Facebook, X, Insta, TikTok, LinkedIn, dude. Like, I'm in the walls. I'm in your walls. If there's any information I can find or otherwise give you to help you out, let me know. Hit me in the comments down below. I'll catch you next time. It's your boy, Big Al. How about? I can't. How do I outro? Later, skater.